back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Oke Wunmi. I actually did not want to use that because a lot of people are already predicting. Even before I say, they're like, it's your girl Oke Wunmi. In case you're just watching my video for the first time, this is the Women's Talk Show, and we discuss diverse issues in the society. We talk about a lot of things, and also we give you updates of what's going on in the University of Lagos. So today we will be talking about the sickle cell experience. We would have a guest here who would come and elaborate on the sickle cell experience, what it is like to live with sickle cell, what it is like, and clear the kind of misconceptions, what it is and what it is not. So yeah, welcome back. I told you all that I will be having a special guest of honor, Lily. Okay, so meet my cousin. I want you, I know you've met her before, but for people who are just tuning in for the first time and like this is your first video of my channel that you're watching, I think she has to do at least a brief introduction again so that you can get familiar.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Feyikemi Adejorin, and I'm a sickle cell warrior and an entrepreneur. So I'm here in regard to the Sickle Cell Awareness Day, June 19th. So I'm here to give you my sickle cell experience. So we're gonna dig in.
Yeah, so let's get to what we have for today. So that's like your introduction. What was it like for you growing up in Nigeria? Like as a sickle cell patient in Nigeria, what was your childhood experience? What did you experience during your course of childhood?
My childhood experience as a sickle cell patient was very tough because then I wasn't very aware what sickle cell was. I just knew that I was always falling sick. I can't do some certain type of things because I would get sick, and I knew that people always called me a sickle cell a sickler. So it was very tough because even growing up I was exempted from a lot of things. Don't do this, don't eat this, use this drug. There was no enlightenment into what sickle cell was for me as a child. It was just the norms. It felt like a norm to me. They would say, okay, just take this drug. They didn't put me through on how to manage myself. So it was really difficult and tough, my childhood experience, because it was like I had to learn everything myself. I had to understand my own body and all that.
So are you telling me that your parents never sat you down to tell you that okay, this is the kind of thing you have, this is the kind of thing you're going through, you're special, that okay, this is what it is, this is how it will feel, this is what you'll be going through, and this is how you will handle it when you were a child? Did they ever tell you, or they were trying to keep it from you that, oh, okay, probably when you grow up?
I never had anything like that with my parents. It just became like, as I was growing up, people always called me a sickler. So it became a part of me. So until I started understanding what sickle cell was, until I started getting enlightenment into the disease that it was, then I was like, oh, so this is what I have. But they did not put me through to say. They just always say, you'll be sick if you do this. You understand? They didn't really sit me down to tell me that, oh, this is this thing, in order for you not to fall sick, this is what you should do. They didn't put me through. I had to learn everything by myself.
Okay, so I must say this: if you're listening out there and you probably have a kid or a child who is suffering from this kind of condition, I think that it's best we tell them let them know that this is what I have.
Yes.
This is what you have. You are special.
Explain it to them.
Exactly.
How they will
Understand it. This is what you'll be going through, and this is how you can handle it.
Yes.
So that they don't just grow up and okay, they just pick what
I just have this thing.
Exactly.
If you're giving them drugs, I'm giving you this drug because this is what not that I'm just realizing my life, and in my life I just realized that I have to be taking drugs. What is this drug for? What is this? Put them through. That's just
so
it.
You had to go to school, and how were you able to stay healthy in school? Okay, first off, you tell us what you do. Like, are you still in school? Are you a graduate? Are you an undergraduate? And all. So tell us first, so that before we go into how you were able to manage your health in school.
Okay, so I'm an entrepreneur and a graduate from Bangkok University. I'm a professional makeup artist. I'm the skincare expert.
Yes.
And I also sell treats. So
Yes,
that is a little bit of me.
Just more.
Just
I'm not
more.
finished telling you. You see, we have plenty vibe in our family. Yeah, it's in the blood.
It's a little. So sickle cell, when I was in school, how I was able to manage myself, it truly wasn't easy because, okay, first off, everybody knows school is stressful. Do you understand? Now I will start with the stigmatization of sickle cell. Most people, when I was in school, people like always pick me out. Like I was always what would I call it? Like
Singled
an
out.
outcast.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Like oh, don't let her do this. Oh, she's a sickler. Don't do this. So even the stigma of being a sickle cell patient wasn't really easy, and then most times maybe I have to take excuse from classes or tests that oh, I'm sick, this and that. There were times that had to happen. Then people come say she's just using the sickness as an excuse. She doesn't want to come to class, or she doesn't want to write exam. I started hearing stuff like that. It even got to a point, do you understand? People were like, she's not even a sickler, she doesn't want to do this. It wasn't easy for me because I was managing myself. I had to go to class, I had to use my drugs regularly, I had to take care of myself, not stress. And one of the things that can make a sickle cell patient have crisis, what is crisis is the pain episodes of sicklers. You understand? So one of the things that makes them have crisis is fatigue and stress. The moment your body is stressed, the moment your body is weak, it's like your system is weak. So it's almost like you can't do anything. You start feeling pains in your bones, and you'll be like, I was just doing fine an hour ago. Like, what's going on? You probably stressed yourself out, or maybe dehydration, you're not drinking enough of water. So it was not even really easy for me trying to keep up with school and trying to keep up with my health life, because and the misconceptions of everyone around me, the way people look at me and address me.
That brings us to the fact that a lot of people out there, they don't understand truly what sickle cell is. Most of them, when you ask people, what do you know about sickle cell? What knowledge do you have on sickle cell? They'll tell you, I have one sister that is sickle cell now. I know one girl that is sickle cell. I know her very well. I used to pity her.
What is the essence?
What do you know? Is it just what they taught you in biology? And you know, biology, they didn't really go deep into it. They just taught us the matching of the genotypes, and okay, there's a problem, and that's what made them to talk a bit about it. So have you gone further to make research and know what exactly it is? Can you help some ignorant people and people that are willing to learn what sickle cell is truly about?
Okay, so sickle cell disease is a blood disorder. That is in our system, in a normal person's system, we have the red blood cells and the white blood cells. So the red blood cells are the cells that help you fight against maybe sickness, germs, bacteria, and all that. So they are the like stronger set of cells, and also the white cells as well. They have each job they're doing. So in sickle cell patients, what makes them different is their red blood cells are sickled. Red blood cells are usually in like a round form.
Okay.
Then for sicklers is in a sickled form, like a moon form. Do you understand? So therefore it is weaker. It doesn't do much work as the normal round cells are supposed to do. And why that now causes crisis, which is pain episodes of sickle cell. It comes like the sickled cells, while trying to flow through your blood along the line, might block the way. Maybe it might get stuck in your bone, maybe around your joint somewhere. So maybe as it gets stuck, other cells are not able to pass through, and because it's already sickled, it can't contain that weight. It can't fight back that I want to push out. Do you understand? So that is what keeps making people have crisis. And the red blood cells that are supposed to the little circle ones that you have that are supposed to help you fight are stopped because they are not moving. The cells are not moving into your system. Do you understand? So therefore you begin to have maybe crisis in your arm, your joints. Like most crisis is joint pain in your bone and all that, because the sickled cell because it's sickled, it has blocked a passage for other cells to go on. So
okay, so I know how it must have been for you, but I want to ask you, how were you able, because I know you before and I know you now.
Yes.
There's a clear difference. How were you able to go from sickle cell patient to a sickle cell warrior?
Okay, that is a very good question, because people don't realize the difference. Every time, okay, when you go to the hospital, before you even say anything, I'll tell you I'm HBSS. That is, they will identify me as a sickle cell patient. Emotionally and physically, I made myself a patient. Do you understand? And it was just like sickle cell had me. I didn't have the sickle cell. So I let sickle cell rule me. Pain, sickness, and everything. It was ruling me. I wasn't ruling the sickle. I wasn't fighting that. Even if I'm having this crisis, I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to do this thing. It was difficult. I was just, and it happens to most sickle cell patients, because now that makes us go back to, you did not train your child well. So you made them a patient. They grew up as a patient. Do you understand? If I had known when I was young that, oh, this is how sickle cell, I won't make myself a patient. Do you understand? So being a patient is different from being a warrior. Now, what is a warrior? A warrior is a sickle cell patient who is fighting sickle cell. Do you understand?
Hold on to
Do you understand?
Warrior.
I'm not letting sickle cell be the determinant of me. Do you understand? Sometimes, warriors are very strong, because I might be having a job right now, and all of a sudden from nowhere, I'm using my drugs, my daily routine, I'm using it, I'm drinking enough water, I'm eating well. All of a sudden I just start having crisis, because that's how it happens. You don't sometimes the way this crisis come, you can be sleeping and the sickle cell crisis will just come from your sleep and knock you up. My sister, wake up. We are about to have this episode. So it comes anywhere, anytime. I can be having a job and You know, as a patient, once I'm feeling like that, I'm having pains, I'm down, I can't do this. But as a warrior, you want to challenge that, whatever that obstacle that is trying to make you feel, okay, I'm having pains, but I need to do this thing and I'm going to do it. Do you understand? But while I'm doing it, I'm also managing myself. Maybe I'm drinking a lot of water while I'm at it. I'm resting along the line. Do you understand? And it's we need to, if you know any sickle cell patient out there, you need to help them realize that they should be a warrior and not a patient. Because the society has already tagged you as a patient. That is why we correct people that call other sickle cell warriors sicklers. We are not sicklers now, we are warriors. Do you understand? We've been enlightened. We are not do you understand? We're not sicklers now, we are warriors. We are fighting against sickle cell. That is it.
So, are there any misconceptions that you hear on a regular that you want to clear, like clear the air?
This one, please. Allow me to brag. When I was small, what did I know yet? Let me first start with the very popular one. Have you not heard that SS patients, SS warriors are abiku? Please, where did you hear that from?
So people still think, like, I thought that the olden days in this.
Where did you hear that from? They say because they come, they fall sick, and most of them die young, so they will go and revive in another family. Like, excuse me, what are you saying?
What? You are talking the nonsense.
You are talking the rubbish.
In the shit that not good
sense. I'm like, who told you? Who tell you? Who you? Where you from? Come. How do you know? Wait, you just say sickle cell warrior walking, say abiku de lomo. Like, how do you just say that to someone that already has a disease that is weighing them down, and you're trying to like add more stigma to the person? I heard a lot of that. Like, is this how people think? Do you understand? That is one. Number two, they said, I want to say yes. And what they say. Now they know. Sickle cell patients do not live up to the age of 21 years.
Tell them.
Please. In case you don't know my age, I might not say it, but I'm above 21. And I am proud to stand here and tell you that
That's my cousin.
It does not have any age. Sickle cell does not have any age limits. Please do not put that in people's head that as a child and I'm growing up and I'm hearing things that they are heard that sicklers cannot make it up to, most of them die even before 21. Like, how do you expect? My 21st birthday, I was just praying. I was like, God, am I going to make it? Am I going to die before my birthday? Am I going to, that kind of stigma on me? Like, they said I won't make it 21. Some people say even to maybe 30. By the time you are 30, some people die before 30. We have 98 years old sickle cell patients that are still living. There is no age limit to sickle cell. Do you understand? That is it.
So she has cleared you. So you can't tell me you don't know again. This is it, and she's telling you everything. So.